Welcome back to Educational Guru. Today you are going to see some very interesting topics from the chapter Sectors of Indian Economy, chapter number 2 of 10th graders economics. So now let's start with this chapter because this chapter is very important from the exam point of view, and this is only the summary version of this chapter. So let's start. First thing you have to know in this chapter that there are three sectors of Indian economy, that are primary, secondary and tertiary sector. In primary sector, you have two examples in your book, that are the dairy products ka example and then the cotton example. So cotton is a natural resource, you all know. So that is why its example is given to us, that like agriculture, fishing, mining, these things are included in the primary sector. So you can see that minerals and ores and also are also natural products. So we can conclude that we produce goods by exploiting natural resources. It is an activity of primary sector. Okay. So what happens now, that the raw material which we need for making an object, or sorry, for making a product, the raw material we contain or we need came from the primary sector. For example, because the base for all the products that we subsequently make, ठीक है. So natural products हमें मिलते हैं primary sector से. Okay, then agriculture, fishing, dairy products like forestry examples, these are examples of primary sector. Then so it is related to the agriculture and related sectors. Then let's talk about secondary sector. So secondary sector contains or covers the activities which process natural products and change them into the final product. It changes the intermediate product into the final product. Okay, then the main thing is it manufactures the things. So that is why it is also called the manufacturing sector or industrial sector. Okay, then example of cotton fiber. From cotton fiber of the plant, we just spin the yarn, weave the cloth. So we have second example also, like using sugar cane as a raw material, we make sugar or good. Okay, so one more example, that is we convert earth into the bricks and use bricks for making our homes and buildings. Okay, so it is the example of secondary sector. Okay, so it is also called the industrial sector. We can also call it as manufacturing sector. Then let's talk about tertiary sector. Tertiary sector is a sector which supports primary and secondary sector. It provides services for selling the final product in the market. Okay, so in this example is goods that are produced in primary and secondary sector would need to be transported by trucks or trains. So it helps in the transportation of the goods, okay, which are finally processed by the manufacturing sector or the secondary sector and sold in the wholesale retail shops. Then in the wholesale, at times it may be necessary to store these in the godowns. We may also, okay, what you have read, for example, you have made a product, like you have made a biscuit. Okay, so the company of biscuit, for example, the marigold company of a biscuit, they are using sugar, oil, wheat, etc. ठीक है, so these are called the intermediate products जो अभी पूरे बने नहीं हैं. And what happens कि फाइनल गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज मीन्स कि जब फाइनली वो गुड प्रिपेयर हो चुका है, इट इज रेडी फॉर सेलिंग इन द मार्केट. ठीक है, सो इंटरमीडिएट गुड क्या हुआ कि द गुड्स, द इंग्रेडिएंट्स लाइक शुगर, ऑयल, ओके, फॉर मेकिंग अ बिस्किट. जो ग्रॉस डोमेस्टिक प्रोडक्ट है ऑफ अ कंट्री, वो हमें ये बताता है कि जो भी गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज हमें प्रोवाइड हो रहे हैं, उस गुड के अंदर आपको थ्री सेक्टर्स ऑफ इंडियन इकोनॉमी के प्राइस भी, उसकी वैल्यू भी ऐड हो रही है, एंड उस पर जो सर्विसेज लगे हैं वो भी ऐड हो रही है, उस पर जो इंग्रेडिएंट्स लगे हैं वो भी ऐड हो रहा है, उसकी सर्विसेज वगैरह सब ऐड करके ही you are getting a gross domestic product. Fee is undertaken by the central government ministry. This ministry helps in various government departments of all Indian states and union territories collect information relating to the total volume of the goods and services, their prices and their estimates the GDP.